Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to Firearms Fridays. Welcome.
Ooh,
And make sure you go back and look at the beginning of the video when y'all seen that top to bottom hair and skincare, because the OG Network teaming up with top to bottom hair and skincare, giving out that 15% discount on any purchase up over $35. But you got to use that OG Network 26 promo code.
Yes.
Let's get into it. What's up, my brother Jay? How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm all right, brother. I'm all right. I'm gonna apologize now. It's gonna be a little dark. Dang on, lights not working. The lights keep flickering. Most likely something that's messing up. Mike Sports Bar in the building. Much a pleasure. Much a pleasure.
What's up, Mike Sports Bar? We want to thank you for vibing with us.
Yes. You got a very busy Sunday. I know your Sundays are like wildfire and a freaking in the forest. But I wish you lots of luck with everything you're doing, and thank you for stopping by. Yes, here on the Firearms Friday, it's the Fat Satcher Show. Your host, Jay, and Brother Ron, from Ron's opinion in my world does matter versus what he believes it doesn't matter, but it actually does.
Oh, man.
And yes, use that promo code that Brother Ron has been graciously and worthily and effortlessly says that it's worth it. It's, I believe it's the OG Network 26. You get 15% off your product from top to bottom. That is spelled TOP, number 2, BOTTU. The U stands for unique, M.com. And you may just want to get his, what he calls Afro Magic, which is the actual herbal infused hair butter to make your hair look shiny and smooth and locked in like you've been to the barber every single day. Because he is smooth like that.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Oh man, yeah, it's been a good week, man. It's been a good week. I know you probably wore out right now, bro, but
wore out is not even the word, man. Wore out is not the word. And mind you, we don't do what most people do for these couple of days, yet we still have a lot of other things that we have to do. And I'm just grateful that there are still a lot of people alive and aware of what's going on, and that's one of the things that I can most likely be thankful for, and glad that everybody's doing what they got to do for these days coming up. I know some people are struggling. Yes. Always remember that there's always another day, and you don't have to please everybody today or for this holiday or what you guys call festive days. Just keep moving forward, keep pushing forward. That's the best thing. Courtney, welcome.
Doing, God bless you. Yeah, if you're on the live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it very, very much. Make sure y'all follow both channels. We appreciate it. The Fight-tacular Show and Ron's Opinion Don't Matter on the OG Network. We appreciate y'all. Really do.
Yes, we really do. We really do. Let me see if I can get this dang on camera. It might be my lighting that's kind of jacking me up, but we'll see. Let me see if I can get this thing to stop flickering.
No, it's cool, man. You look like a melanated ghost.
Maybe I'll be that fat Santa coming in and give you guys what y'all need.
Yeah, I remember the first time I seen them doing a background like that, and I kept climbing out the video and then climbing back in the video. It became a toy for me.
Okay. So I got a lot of rearranging done in my what I call my studio, so I haven't been able to set it up the way I need to just yet. I need like maybe another day to get it right the way I want it. So for now, I have to use the virtual background. Welcome, Howard. Welcome. Please hit that like and subscribe to the Ron channel, and of course the other channel, which is the Fat Satcher Show. Ain't nothing really happening over there yet, but soon to come. And of course, like we mentioned before, follow the channel top to bottom. That's TOP, number 2, BOTTU for unique, M.com. Brother Ron has a fantastic promo code going on with his channel. Ron,
Yes.
if you don't mind, please let them know.
Yes, you get a 15% discount on any purchase over $35 by using a promo code OG Network 26. That again, 15% discount by using the promo code OG Network 26 for the product on top to bottom here in skincare.
We got candles, hair care, skin care, and candles and bonnets.
Yes. Oh yeah, the candles. Yep. And just so y'all know what we're talking about right here. See that right there? See right there, right there. No hate. Congratulate. See that right there? See that right there?
And Ron, just one of before we start our regular show, I got to tell you, I went to an event, and at the event there was 3 other candle makers there.
Okay.
And other 3 candle makers that were there were a little upset that most of the people were gravitating to our setup with our candles because they were smelling our candles, and they didn't understand why the other candles weren't smelling when they were
y'all don't probably smell like red lobsters. Listen, I'm telling y'all, man, the candles are a fire, man. Like, I'm not even y'all made me a candle person because I'm not even a candle person, but you already know I done burned through quite a few of them already. I didn't even know you can actually burn through a whole candle. I've never done it before.
Yeah,
but I have done it now, and I have done it faithfully.
And hopefully you are just as pleased as when you lit it to when it burnt out the last little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can show you about a good 3 or 4 empty jars. And they're not in the room, but if I went to go get them, because I do save the jars because they're usable.
Yes.
So y'all know they're actually nice looking jars, and once you burn through them, you can use it for other stuff. Maybe if you got a little plant or something you want to plant in there, or whatever. There's a lot of things you can do with them. But yeah, as it relates to firearms, because of course that's what the show is about. But we got to do what we got to do. Jay, you said you had something you wanted to touch on.
Yes. Have you heard? Look, I'm gonna. Have you heard of a? And I came across this one because, of course, someone else sent it to me. They heard about the Firearms Friday, and they were on Facebook, and they saw the Facebook channel, and they reached out to me and said, "Yo, listen, I want your take on this." Okay. I said, "All right, I'm going to look into it." I looked into it first. I was pretty shocked. Now, of course, it's a Firearms Friday, so let's talk about it together, and we're both going to give our insight to it. How about that?
All right, no problem.
All right, it's called a TR 410 revolver shotgun.
It sounds like something I want already.
It sounds sexy.
Where's she at? Let me see it. Where's she at?
I heard that name. I said, wait a minute, that sounds sexy. So
Where's she at? Where's she at? I want to rub her a little bit. Let me see. Where's she at?
And they had me when they said shotgun revolver.
Okay.
This
is an unboxing too, huh? That's what's up.
Yes. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, we got snow down here, man. It's snowing right now.
I hear you guys gonna get a lot of snow possibly. Might get a foot.
Oh, it's already done started, man. Sound like rain right now, though.
That might be the hail combination, because I know when I was up there, man, I used to dread these days. When that rain started coming down, I'm like, man, I don't like this at all. And the bad thing is down here, I still have to be concerned about it because, unfortunately down here, people don't know how to drive in the snow. So I got to be a little concerned.
Oh, you know what? I think I seen one of them at the gun show. Well, no, it wasn't that. I don't know. I'm trying to see where he at, what that looked like, but it looks.
It might be the company that makes. Oh my Lord! Oh my! Oh my! Oh my!
Okay, what's it? The choke in there?
Yeah, look at the choke.
Oh, they give you glasses with that. Aren't they real nice? Because I ain't nobody ever gave me no glasses.
Give you a set of glasses, go along with it, so you don't mess up your eyes when that damn smoke come out and the gunpowder be popping out from the right side. I like that stock already. Oh Lord! Nice.
Oh, that
Oh
is
my
so cool.
lord!
I like it. I like it.
That
All right, now there's a revolver that I would actually buy. You know, I'm not a fan of revolvers.
holy shit! Me twice.
But yeah, I like that.
Oh my! Oh, 2, 4, 5
What is
shots.
it chambered in?
Oh.
Shotgun revolver.
With look at the flip up. Oh, with a flip up sights.
It's pretty. I like the way it looked, man.
Oh my. Oh my
Okay.
good. No. No.
Did it say what gauge it was? Hold up.
12 gauge.
Oh, because I had it
Oh
blocked
no.
off.
Wait. It's I'm gonna have to look it up. Hold on.
Yo, that thing is nice though, man.
It's Axer Arms.
Yeah, I want to see if it's is it 12 gauge.
That was sick. That's sick. That's the other one. Hold on. Let me hold on. That's the second one. Hold on. I don't want to get too ahead of me. Hold on.
No, that's cool.
I gotta find it. Because I
Hello,
know
Betty J.
I
How
thought
you
I
doing,
said
God
it. Let me try to. Yeah, it is actually. All right, let me see. Pump plan semi revolver. Here it is.
Yeah, I want it.
I found it.
That thing was sexy, man.
That was definitely sexy. I'm like,
What's going on, Howard? He said it was a game.
all right, here it is. So this is what it is. Yeah, okay.
410.
So we have a TR 410, and I can tell you already it's German with a foldable stock. All right, we're gonna have to translate that one now because it's been a long time since I actually. Oh, it's Turkish. Oh, Turkish. Oh my god.
Well, that's the shotgun that I have. I think is made from Turkish. The one and the recent one I recently bought. I think that's a Turkish brand.
Selection product description. What we got?
It doesn't tell you what. Oh, okay, it might be here.
7.5, 775 aluminum.
See, it's saying 410, chambered in 410. We're gonna have to figure out because they probably label it in
The 410 caliber.
yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what they mean by 410 because I noticed since it's a Turkish brand, I don't know what 410 is.
Well, we're about to find out. I'm not going to tell you that.
0.410. I don't know if I guess that's maybe we can convert that into American English.
Well, I tell you like this: that joke is quite expensive. That joke is like runs 8. Oh Lord, they should not have shown me this, Ron. We are in trouble.
All right, go ahead.
I have to tell you, I have to show you this, Ron. I apologize, but I had to come out of that one because this is gonna blow your socks off, Ronnie. That's a drum, Ron.
Oh, they put it. Oh, yeah.
A drum on a pistol shotgun. Like, what the hell? How did he even get away with putting a drum on a pistol shotgun? Because that's this one here. So it converts into a drum style, even though it has a revolver on there. That's scary. That's scary. All right, so it weighs 5.5 pounds, 27 inches overall length. Shotgun small to be carried in a pack or small case. It's a 410 gauge. Little demure to shooters used to 12 gauge, so it's actually it's lighter than a 12 gauge, and it's still potent cartridge of 410 slugs off, containing a muzzle energy stand 357 Magnum. Okay, well that kind of explains it. It's similar to a 357 Magnum, right here. Let me see if I can get that up on the screen a little bit higher. Give me 37 seconds. I'm gonna bring that up a little bit stronger. All right, where we at? Here.
I have issues because of the weather down here.
We'll make it work, brother. We'll make it work. Let me see if that works there for you. All right, so weighing just 5.6 pounds, only 27 inches overall length. The shotgun is small enough to be carried in a pack or small case. While the 410 gauge may seem a little demure to shooters used to a 12 gauge, it's still a potent cartridge with a 410 slug, often containing more muzzle energy than a standard 357 Magnum. So
okay, so it's not a 12 gauge.
Right, it's a 410.
It's a 410. I never heard of a 410 gauge. Have you?
Nope.
Yeah. So I don't even know if that's something that you can even get in America.
Well, that's a very good question.
So now we got to find out.
Nope, no sales to the USA.
Screw y'all.
That may be the reason why I can't figure out what it is.
Yeah.
But now here's the funny thing. Just because they say there's no sales to the USA doesn't mean you can't get one.
Oh, that's true. There's always a ways. But that's nice though. I like it. I like the design of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sold out. I bet it is.
Yeah, that's from that company, Tactical Imports. But the original companies is AR is what was it? Axo Ammo, Axer Ammo, Firearms, something like that. AXOR Arms. That's the name of the company.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it though. I mean, do I $800 like it?
No. I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm gonna say no. Because damn it, I could get me a nice 12 gauge shotgun.
Yeah,
way less than $800, and with more. Well, hey, matter of fact, you found a 12 gauge with a drum. So
I spent less than that for the drum, the gun, the clip, the scope, the tripod.
So yeah,
and I spent less than that. A couple $100 less than that.
I think it's safe to say it depends on the person that likes to have those type of intricate firearms.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at Betty J in the building. Betty J, hello. I hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure to see you. That just tells me where you're watching from. Definitely a pleasure. That's family. So
I would have I don't know. I'm being honest with you. Like, if I had some real disposable money, it might get disposed there. Because it's one of those things you just like. It's like everybody's not gonna have one of those.
Right, exactly.
So it's like one of those unique things that is not. If I had a chance to get my hands on one, and I had some, disposable money, I probably would go that route. But it was nice. And I like, I'm not really a revolver person, but that don't have a strong revolver feel to it. That looked like it's it just looks sexy.
Right. It's definitely sexy.
Yeah, so I definitely would rock that. I mean, I would buy it. I don't know if I would $800 is a bit of a stretch, but I don't know. Like I said, if I had some money, some real disposable money, and I was just looking for somebody to waste it at, then it would probably get wasted there. But
I gotta say that weapon, that firearm, as expensive as it is. Okay, let's talk about that real quick for a moment. We talk, like you said, if we had the money to throw away, we'd buy it. But now we have to really look at the concept. Okay, it's a shotgun in the style of a pistol, replicating a 3.57.
Right.
Now, for us that know about 3.57s, I know I had one before. 3.57s are very, very powerful. To go into a shotgun form, I mean, if we really look at it, it's really just a 12-inch 3.57 with a retractable or extendable. Damn, lost where words now. Stock, okay,
Right.
with sights on it and a muzzle. Now, if we look at it another way, what would be the actual benefit of having it versus a 12-inch 3.57?
Yeah, I don't like. The more you think about it, it's like if it's give you the same style of power as a 3.57, then why not just buy a 3.57?
Now
But the
see, that's where I was
3.57
going.
don't look that sexy.
That's true. It don't look as sexy, and you can control the kickback a whole lot better because you have a cage that you can hold on to.
Yeah.
Whereas the barrel, you don't have the barrel. So your kickback on the barrel, it may just knock you out. But here with this one, you can actually hold it where your recoil now is almost zero, depending how strong your left arm or right arm is.
Yeah.
So now look at it that way. That may be a benefit that you have a 3.57 powerful weapon with a stock that you can knock into your shoulder, where now you have almost zero recoil on a 3.57 with a 12-inch barrel that can actually be, I believe they said it's 8 and 11 barrels as well, lengthwise. So you pretty much have full control on a 3.57 pistol now, being that it has a retractable stock and it has a muzzle guard. So looking at it, that factor for those that have shot that utilize 3.57s,
and it's
that
a slug.
benefit.
And it's still a slug. They're still saying it is a slug, but they're not. So you're still shooting a slug. It's just not a 12 gauge slug. It's
right. And you're not expensing a shell.
Right.
The shell is staying within inside. So I mean,
no evidence.
No evidence.
You get no forensics on this gun.
Jams. Also, no jams. We also don't have to worry about the barrel getting hot or overheated.
Yes.
You know, so there's
and a longer barrel.
And if I'm not mistaken, you have better sights on there. So better sights, much more better handling for recoil.
Yeah.
Easier slug for loading. And of course, I'm sure there's a speed loader in there. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that there's a benefit to that weapon. Being that it's overseas, they're probably going to use it because you've got to remember, here in the States, we have a 12 gauge, what's called a breacher. That 12 gauge, you really got to understand it's designed only to shoot or be fired rather in a 45-degree angle. That's what it's designed for. You're not able to utilize a 12 gauge breacher straight horizontal. It's not going to work. You're going to get a lot of kickback on it, and of course, you know, if you get a stock on it, it's going to be in a way you're really not able to do what you want to do with it. So that's why they use it in a 45-degree angle, because they use it to shoot upward to hit the hinges on the doors. So of course, hinges on doors are in the upper left or upper right, and then lower left, lower right. That's what they really use it for. So when you look at a weapon that's supposed to be similar to that style with a pistol grip, that's able to be fired in a horizontal 90-degree to the body, I think the fact of the muzzle grip, the stock, and the line sights is what makes it beneficial. But overall, if I was to say 1 to 10, would I buy it? I would have to give it a fat 0 because I won't buy it.
Yeah,
but I won't buy it.
I think it's, for me, I think it's more of a showpiece than anything.
Yes, definitely so.
I mean, I like the way it looked, and I think it's a sexy looking gun. And it has a showpiece factor to it. Now, if I was in the market for buying a gun for self-defense, it probably wouldn't be that. No. But if I was in the market for something unique, then I probably would buy it. But I'm not saying I would because, but I'm saying if it was the uniqueness of it, the look of it, and the uniqueness of it, it's going to give a lot of talking points. You go to the range with that, and they're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Definitely.
But
you want to get a lot of talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
do I see
an $800 gun? Yeah, I think if you're that type of person, but me personally, yeah, I'm with you at and
yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I would have to have extreme disposable money to just go do it on there. That's $800 I could fit to a BMG 50 caliber.
Well, that's true too, right? I agree with you on that one. You can actually put that money towards a BMG, which, by the way, I saw a video of a BMG. This one I think is going to shock the shit out of you. I don't know if you know about this, but are you aware that the 50 cal BMG someone has created an actual drum for that beast?
Yeah, I've seen it. And the one video, the guy was actually making musical sounds with it. He was shooting it in a musical rhythm because the drum hole. I'm like, but he didn't. He had the gun like kind of downward and boom, 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 like shooting it to a musical rhythm. All I kept seeing was $10, $20, $30.
That's all I kept seeing too.
Oh, yeah.
And looking at a drum, I'm like, that's a good $300, $400 in bullets right there.
Bullets.
And you just sitting there just wasting them? No.
Hey, look, that was all I said. That was an expensive video.
Well, unless there are YouTube creators that the YouTube is actually paying them a substantial amount of money, and that the company is sponsoring to see them utilize those bullets, that may be the benefit to it.
Yeah,
like the lady Phoenix Red that I introduced in one of our segments.
Yeah,
I believe one of the companies that she buys weapons from actually sponsors the channel.
Right.
So they send her a lot of things to try out first. So that might be a way of doing things. But again, I don't know. I'm only speculating. Yet I will not buy that damn thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That I mean, I like the way it looked. Like I said, if I had like real disposable money, I probably would say, you know what, why not? But it wouldn't be one that I would go out and shop for. But I do love the way it looks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I do love the way it looked. And funny thing is, I was online earlier looking at I found another company that made BMGs, and they actually happen to be a little cheaper than I've been finding out.
Right.
The downside to me is that I want semi-automatic, but they had a one that wasn't semi-automatic, but
okay,
that one was, you can actually get, it takes a clip in it, but it's bolt action.
Okay,
it's about 6,000. It was under 6,000.
Under $6,000. Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't want bolt action. Now, a lot of the cheaper ones, bolt action only takes one bullet. You fire and then you take it out and you put another bullet in. I definitely don't want that because that's disgusting me in my head.
Right.
But this one was bolt action. It took a clip. It's just that you're gonna have to get the every time you fire it. I like semi-automatic. I just wanted to kick it out for me. I'm lazy.
I hear you.
Kick it out.
Let me ask you a couple of questions now.
Sure.
Because somebody again, ever since Firearms Friday came in, I get a lot of questions thrown at me because I don't know what made them think that I was the one that's the fanatic behind the guns. But hey, you know what? Every little bit of content helps the channel, and of course, it's Ron Opinions Don't Matter on the OG Network, and my show, of course, the Fat-Tacular Show, being brought to you, of course, in collaboration with, of course, Ron from Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. So I'm going to read off a couple of companies, and you say yay or nay if you heard about them and or if you think of them being good companies. Ready?
Go.
High Point.
I heard of High Point. I think I might have gotten ammunition from them. I'm not 100 on that one, but it's been a while ago, so I haven't bought ammunition in a while. Go ahead.
How about a Kel-Tec?
Heard of Kel-Tec.
Okay.
Never got anything from him, but I just heard of the name. Colion Nora, I just heard it from him.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know you know of Smith and Wesson, so we're not even going to talk about that one.
Right.
But how about Grand Power Stribog?
No.
Okay. Next one's going to be PSA, like public service announcement. AKV, as in Victor. AKV.
No.
Okay. Okay. That's good to know. How about Freedom Ordinance?
Freedom Ordinance. That sounds familiar.
Okay.
That sounds familiar. I'm gonna just go with that sounds familiar.
Okay. This one caught me kind of strange that I have to look it up, but they tell me it's a 9mm, but I got to check it out. It's called Foxtrot Mike, which is a 9mm.
Foxtrot. Never heard of that.
Okay. What about Century Arms Draco?
Yeah, heard of that.
Okay. Now, I know the Ruger you know about because, of course, you are an exceptional person with the Rugers. And how about X-Star EP9?
No.
Okay. So, being that we're talking about those specific weapons, there's a reason why they asked me to talk to you about these, because apparently these weapons have been deemed to be transferable to a foldable rifle style weapon. So, in other words, you're going from a 9mm to a AR style, I want to say AR style weapon.
Oh, I mean, is that because they can slide into that kit? What do they call it?
Go ahead, I'm gonna wait.
I'm trying to think, because I noticed this thing that they can. It's like a 9mm. You can shove it into a certain as a unit that it makes, it converts them into an AR style rifle, but it's still the actual gun.
Right.
But
yeah, go ahead. My apologies. Go ahead.
And I'm thinking, is that what they're talking about? But I'm not exactly sure. But I know that they're, I've seen this as a unit that you could put the 9mm in, like a regular handgun, and it converts it into AR type style rifle. Right. It's weird, but
no, you what you're saying is true, and I've heard the same. I've heard the same thing. Yet I looked into these specific ones, and yeah, I'm pretty shocked. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen, or I could be wrong. Maybe you have, because you go more to the gun range than I do. So I'm not 100% sure. But I'm gonna ask you to, if you don't mind, we'll take a look at this together.
Sure.
Because these are the ones that that have been sent to me to have a little talk about. Some of them are sexy. I got to tell you that right now. Some of them are sexy. Some of them are just plain old blah, nothing exciting. But of course, we're gonna talk about them, because the funny thing is that these weapons, from what I'm seeing, they're foldable stocks, and like we said a moment ago, they are they're not the ones you actually take the 9mm and slide it in, which is what we were talking about a moment ago. Because I've seen those, and this is nothing compared to them. Yet, what I'm seeing in the common denominator between all of these is that they're on an AR platform. That's what I am seeing. So it's an AR style 9mm is what I think they're trying to game at, and even down to an AK.
What's up, Justice?
What's happening, Justice? Always a pleasure to see you, brother. Dover Dogs, I'll see you. And before I forget, congratulations. I didn't get that chance to say that to you, but congratulations. Hopefully you're enjoying it.
Put him in. I would like to. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we can 'cause that way we can get his perspective too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bring him in there. Bring him in there. Why not?
Justice, I'm putting it in the chat right now. The link is in the chat, Justice. You can jump in when you're ready. But yeah, Jay, while we're waiting on Justice to hopefully get in, just so for those that are on the live, number one, we appreciate y'all coming in. We
Facts.
appreciate y'all liking, subscribing to the channel.
Facts.
But while we doing that, I need y'all to hang out for the 30-second commercial, and we'll be right back.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
And that is that top to bottom hair and skincare products that we be wonderfully talking about. Make sure y'all take advantage of that OG26 promo code that you can use to get 15% off all of your purchase above $35. And we appreciate y'all for hanging in there. And we're waiting on Justice right now. Just wanted to give y'all a little touch of what we talking about. We thank y'all, and we appreciate y'all hitting that like button and hitting the subscribe button. We also appreciate y'all checking out that top to bottom hair and skincare. Make sure y'all get your hands on some of that Afro magic.
Also known as the original name of herbal infused hair butter to make your hair look just as wonderful as
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. It's Afro magic. Nah, but he's right. He's saying it right. I just call it Afro magic because
listen, whatever you call it, make it look good. It's all good.
Because it be making that it be making that Afro with it be hitting that magic on the Afro, man. I'll be struggling too. I'll be like, man, that's all right. I got my super wet. Let me go get some of the Afro magic.
That's right.
Look at the haircut.
That's right. All right. So while we wait for Justice to come in, I would like to show you. I'm going to stop the video as soon as he jumps in because it's a long video, but yet it gives us an idea of what we're about to talk about. And I apologize if I'm taking up some of the stuff that you had. But
yeah,
I'm
you
just,
could.
brother Justice, what's happening, brother?
What's going on, Justice? What's going on, brother?
Mother, yes, indeed. Always good to see you.
Always good to see y'all.
Justice. Before we get too far into it, I froze. It didn't freeze yet. Anyway, I don't know if you're gonna get a chance to make it in on the Fracas show. But I'm giving you a pre-warning. They got a question for you.
It's all good, man. Hit me up with it. Come on.
No, I'm not going to ask the question. I'm waiting for you to come on the show.
I got nothing to do with that one. I never heard of it. I don't know nothing.
No, it's all a joke, man. It's just fun. It's all fun. You know that.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jay. You got it.
Man, you got me wondering now. You just got to tell me what I'm coming into.
Justice, all I got to say is Justice is be prepared. Just be prepared to swing back because it seems that they coming hard. I mean, we had somebody
I don't care at all.
Look, I'm gonna say because I started the nonsense. Brother turned around and said he could hold his breath for 1 minute and 10 seconds if he took a couple of tokes, right? So I said, listen, I ain't a smoker, but I do know someone that smokes a whole lot. And to hold your breath, we just call it base. Hold your breath for 1 minute, 10 seconds. I want to see you hold your breath for 1 minute, 10 seconds, thinking that he was going to actually take a puff. He wound up jumping inside the swimming pool.
That's what that was. That's what that was. Man, he's a liar, bro. He's lying. He's lying, bro.
Yeah, man, that was a fun show, man. We had a ball on.
It was more fun watching his phony ass jumping inside that cold ass water.
I'm wondering what he was trying to hold his breath for.
Look, man,
It was funny though. We had a
all I
good
gotta
time
say,
though, man.
just, I know you got a very, very good personality about you, brother. I mean, I met you for a short period of time, but I know you got a good personality. I appreciate you. And man, just come on board to the Fracking Show and just have a lot of fun with it. That's all.
I'll do it, man. I'll do it.
All right, all right. But just to bring you up to speed, there's Firearm Fridays. Ron and I, we talk about a whole bunch of weapons, from all kind of phrases. Male, female, doesn't matter, unless, with the exception, one segment we talked about a pink gun.
They're still as serious as a black one, man.
Look, I can't take somebody serious that pulls out any kind of color than black. I mean, black, olive drab. I could do olive drab, maybe desert, but you pull out something like that goes on a set of nails or a car.
Yeah, I mean, I can do camo and all the other stuff, man. I mean,
a pink, and it was literally a pink 9mm Glock.
Yeah, if you pull it out on me, you might as well go and kill me because I don't have no fight back. I'm gonna be laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, a whole bunch of clowns.
I don't know how I could take somebody serious, but while I was in the process of thinking about this, my brains could be released also. So I try to put all of that into play.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Now I do follow this one woman and her husband, and they prior military, so I know they got a slew of weapons in their house, firearms from all different kinds. She does have a 50 cal pistol with a purple neon shimmer to the barrel and to her clips.
That's a nice touch.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. It's definitely a talking piece, but not a firing piece.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I see it. But it was just funny.
I mean,
man.
she's a woman, so it kind of is okay. Just
look,
look at Ron giving her some slack.
I can't classify her as a woman like that, boy, because she got behind that damn 50 cal and pulled that trigger. That thing moved her 2 feet to the left, and she said, "Oh no."
Yeah, I'm done.
And she's strong.
It's serious.
Yeah. So, just as we got you here, and we do thank you for taking the time because we know your time is precious. Or I always say, time is precious, the only commodity you can't get back. So, I do appreciate you stopping in. We have a couple of weapons up here that a couple of followers on my other channel have sent me because they heard I was doing Firearms Friday, and I guess they want to hear about what Ron and I, and now you, what's your take on these weapons? So these weapons that we're going to talk about in this moment are 9mm weapons, firearms that are on AK frames,
pistol caliber carbine. I love them all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is great. This is great. We're gonna get a first-hand experience because I'll be honest, I have not tested them, nor do I.
Me neither.
I'm kind of skeptical behind them because I know there's some flaws behind it nobody wants to talk about. I'm glad you're able to join us and give us your insight on them, right?
Awesome. So
here, I'm going to read off the names just in case one more time, and then you can say yeah your name, all right? High Point 995 TS, yeah your name.
Let's go.
Keltec Sub 2000 Generation 3.
It's a go.
Smith & Wesson MP FPC.
Nah.
Okay. Grand Power Strybog SP9A as an Adam.
All day.
Good gosh. PSA AKV as
all day.
Oh shit. Freedom Ordnance FX9.
I haven't got to put too much through it.
Okay. How about a Foxtrot Mike FM9?
All day.
Century Arms Draco 9.
Any Draco.
Ooh, he said any Draco. Okay. Ruger PC Carbine.
It's the best thing going.
Oh my goodness gracious. We're going to have a blast with Justice now. What about an X? And I mean that with no homoism whatsoever. Okay.
No, you're ready, bro.
X-Tar EP9.
I don't have any time with it.
Okay. So now that we have Justice, we're going to say that Justice is the connoisseur behind the 9mm carbine rifle versions.
Listen, anytime you put a stretch, even if it's 6 inches on a 9mm, from a 5-inch format,
Right.
you're gonna almost double pressure. You're almost gonna double your reach.
Okay.
If you're gonna shoot 9mm and you want it to stretch, put it through something 10 to 15 inches, and you'll really see your ballistics climb to the roof.
Wow.
You'll see pressure climb to the roof.
Yep.
Wow.
It's an amazing cartridge.
Yeah.
And it's really capable.
That's some beautiful information, because that's information.
That's the reason why I would say I don't like short barrel rifles. That's the very reason why I shy away from short barrel rifles, is because I don't think people realize you're going to lose some of that power the shorter that barrel gets.
Right.
Because the gases are not going to be able to build up enough pressure to thrust that bullet out of there faster. So I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Well, if we could just stay on that subject for about a good minute or two, let's talk about, because we talk about between short barrels and long barrels, and I know for a fact, because I've had both of them. If we went with the 38 Special, we know the 38 Special was a very old gun back in the days. It was a snub nose. The snub nose was much more powerful, much more usable than a 38 regular 6 and 8 inch barrel. And we found that the snub nose 38 had a much more better and velocity for the bullet versus the long nose. So now we're talking about the opposite with a 9mm style weapon.
It's anytime so you're talking about a straight wall cartridge with a 38. It's still rammed, but shot out of a long gun. I've got a Kiapo that puts 2,000 pounds out and can reach out to 100 pretty reliably.
Oh yeah,
38 is a beautiful cartridge. It's just a neck down 357.
Facts. Well, if I can hug you, I can hug you and kiss you in the forehead, brother, because you was talking facts.
Yeah, I know. I know a few things. I wouldn't shoot 38 just because the price right now, and if I was going to shoot it, it'd be through a rifle.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys that use it where I'm from for putting yotes down.
Okay.
And it does that great. It's just they're stuck in the lead.
Right.
And I'm a jacketed kind of guy. And anytime you're gonna shoot a jacketed round, you want it to be through a neck cartridge. If you want full use of the cartridge.
Yes, brother. I applaud you on the fact that knowledge is inside that head, because most people won't even understand what we're talking about right now. But you have hit everything on the nail, and I'm just gonna make it simplified for a lot of people that didn't understand what you were saying. The striations that are inside the barrel is what makes that bullet come out a whole lot better. So the more twists that it takes to get out of that barrel is what makes it more powerful, and that's what the man is talking about. Round of applause to you, brother. Round of applause. I gotta tell you, round of applause. Thank you very much. I mean, because it's a great thing when we have a panel that actually knows and understands what we're talking about. And of course, there's so many people out here that don't know and don't understand what we're talking about, and they want to say that they know, but they really don't. All right.
I have 3 generations of really strong American, let's just say, freedom fighters in my family.
Okay.
And I've been spreading freedom seeds for well over 25 years.
Okay.
So I've got a chance to go to SHOT Show for the past 15 years. And I've got to see a lot of new stuff. I've got a lot of rounds through a lot of new stuff.
Okay.
My opinion matters.
Yes. We appreciate your opinion. And
I
I'm
agree.
going to tell you right now, I'm taking it with a bag of rocks and I'm running because it's good information.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, that was the reason why. Like I don't have that much history with firearms. I can tell people like that, and I'm one thing about me is I'm very honest, and I said that's why I wanted the audience to educate me, to some level. Yeah, I have some experience. I have firearms and stuff like that, and every day I'm trying to, when I go to the gun shows and stuff like that, I try to get an idea or whatever. I try to talk to different people about different things and get much.
There's that EP. Man, that thing's pretty.
Can you take Connor's comment off the main?
Yeah, hold
screen,
on, give me 1 second.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So this, of course, is the EP9, right?
Okay.
Which is one of the ones that he says that he stands by. And
they run like a top.
The only thing I can see on this thing, in all honesty, is putting a straight barrel underneath it and just watch.
So just do you have one of these or something similar?
Yeah, I've got one.
If you had to guesstimate, how many rounds you think you put through?
Probably over 2,000.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right.
Okay, well then let's go on to another one here. Okay, here we are. You got to bear with me here. This, I believe, is one that he also stood by.
PC carbine. Oh yeah, the Drake. Yeah, she's gorgeous, and I've never had a jam.
Again,
runs flawless. Don't have to tune gas. That's the only thing about an AK platform. Most of the time, you're having to tune.
And that's exactly what I was about to ask. Was what about that? Yeah, about that platform.
Gas is ready for a comp. Gas is ready for a suppressor. It's a full run system.
Oh wow.
That's now, mind you, I have not had the pleasure to deal with any of these, but I've heard about them. And again, I'm glad that you're able to be here and give us your professional, usable facts on it. Okay, let's
I came in on the right time.
He sure did, boy. I tell you, he sure did. All right, let's try this one here. This one, I believe, is called the Foxtrot Mike. Now, this one, to me, I got to honestly tell you.
That's my carbine right there, man.
That is one sexy mother effer.
Yeah. That's a 1 in a million. If you're going to shoot the 9mm cartridge, that right there is what you want to put the rounds through.
Okay.
It's a joy. It's a dream to shoot. Flat, no tune, comp ready,
no tune,
suppressor ready, no tune at all. It's pinned and blocked, so it's ready to go.
And the fact that it's suppressor ready, it makes it even more dangerous.
Yeah, you're back.
I made up a new word.
There's so little back pressure with the 9mm cartridge, so suppressing it really brings the best out in the cartridge. It dirties the system, of course, because you have a piston that you're manipulating. Right. But if you can deal with maintenance and carbon buildup on your bolt, and you're an intuitive user of the firearm, that right there is a dream.
Man, Justice, you killed me, man. You killed me, because that tells me that this is the baby I got to go hunt down. That's the baby I got to hunt down, because I can tell you right now, when I was watching them, because I found a video of a, I want to call him a trainer.
About 2 of them.
And he went in with that one, and like you said, it was flawless. Flawless. All I heard, and I'm like, no.
You gotta go get 3 of them. You don't need 3 of them, Jay.
I don't know about 3 of them, man. That one is
nah, you got to get 1 for the wife, man. You got to get 1 for the kids. It's gonna take 3.
You gotta get 1 for Ron's opinion. Don't matter.
We're gonna talk about that then. We're gonna talk about that. This is another one that I found I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up a photo of it because it's giving me a hard time to show the photo. I'm trying to get the area. There it is. Okay. So this one here, I believe it is called the FM9, the Freedom Ordinance.
I'm not real familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a clean, good-looking, compact platform. It's just it's not something that I'm real tuned in with. Looks like it's got a double stack magazine there in it.
Right. Yeah.
Looks like it's adapting to Glock mags. So I'm gonna say it's a go if it's made in the U.S. It's a platform that can be molded to a user. So as all AR platforms are.
I gotta say what I liked about it is the fact that you can have the additional clip being externally fed. That I kind of like because it reminds me of the Gauntlet. Gauntlet back in the day had the external drums on the side, and all you had to do is just keep feeding that damn thing, and that thing would just not stop whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that.
Are you saying it has a brass catch?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, yeah, that's go time. Anytime you can catch brass, it's go, man. That's money.
Yeah.
That's gold.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was reading on it. But I'm looking for some videos of someone firing it just to make sure, because of course what they say and what they do is two different things.
Right.
So let's go on to one other one that I got three more before we jump into something different. We're gonna jump into the Keltec because that's the one that I know that
10,000, 13,000 rounds easy. Second and third generation.
That they went the person who sent it to me went ape shit on it. Said, listen, if you want one, you got to get it. This is the beast that you want to have because this is gonna do things for you that you didn't think about. And I'm like,
it's got all the good stuff, man. It takes Glock mags. It folds in half. The only competitor with what we're looking at here is the PC carbine, and it's because it was made right here in the U.S. Every part of it was made right here in the U.S. They have a takedown version that breaks apart and gets to work just as quick as this setup does.
Right.
And it's suppressed. Gas through this system is going to be released right in your eye. So if you're not going to be wearing some kind of hardware,
right,
it's going to give you a hard time. And even with hardware, you're going to have a film of carbon build up. It's fun, but it's not a PC carbine.
And you know, Justice, as you mentioned, you're absolutely right, because I watched a video on someone firing it, and that's exactly what they said. And also to piggyback with that first one that Ron and I were talking about, which was the TR-410, which is a shotgun pistol. With
I know the platform will.
That's another one that in your face is straight powder all day long. And that's what you got to be ready for. And when you're not ready for that, it's a waste. And there's no hiding from that one.
No
hiding whatsoever.
Wow. And tuning gas as a new user, even if you're intuitive, is somewhat confusing because every load is going to be different, right?
Right.
So what I would advise with every system is getting used to the gas and shooting overpressured rounds before you even think about tuning the system and getting it in a place that would work good for you. And that's all the way of that. That's a sweet little high point.
You know, you're speaking facts again, and I appreciate that, because again, it's a wonderful thing to hear another person like Ron and myself talk so deep diving rather into how weapons can actually be utilized and the benefit behind them. This one, I seen a video of them firing it. I'm not too happy with it. The design factor I don't like. To me,
It's bulky.
Yeah, it's not sexy. It's not sleek and sexy. Because
No,
when you turn around, you stop. You put a suppressor on it. You might turn around and put another style of grip on it. Now you
but
got
you're
to talk
doing
about
that to a sub 500. Yeah, it just doesn't make more sense. You're going to have more money in the suppressor than you do the rifle.
right.
It's it's not. In my case, it's been a very reliable rifle, but I haven't put overpowered rounds through it. I haven't checked gas. I haven't checked pressure. I have had some case issues, double feeds, a few other things.
Now, for those that don't understand what double feed is, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that we're talking the same language. Double feed is when the bullet comes on top of another bullet or under a bullet.
You
For
got
those
it.
that don't understand, that's what it is. It means that the cartridge is filling the chamber before the shell gets spent out. Which in the past, which was one of the biggest things, when I remember when the Glock first came out, when they first came out with the plastic Glock, that was the biggest flaw the plastic Glock had. That they actually had a secondary bullet come into the actual chamber and it exploded because it hit each other. And they were trying to figure out why, and they had too much spring pressure inside the actual magazine.
Yeah, the extractor didn't. The
Yep.
extractor wasn't ejecting the case; it was grabbing onto the lips of the case. I know what you're talking about in the first generation Glock, and they improvised and redid all that very quickly too.
You know what the bad part is? As I'm not gonna say myself as I'm a gun connoisseur. I am gonna say I'm an avid gun person. I love guns. When that happened to the Glock, I removed my thoughts of any 9mm whatsoever. Honestly.
Yeah, it could, man, it could be bad. Polymer guns are gonna turn to 100 pieces if you're not very cautious of that pressure releasing inside of any if it's not closed in a barrel and it's opening in the frame.
Correct.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. And then if we look at what the cost was when that weapon first came out, I'm going back to the Glock, the original Glock that came out, the plastic version. When that weapon came out, they were running anywhere between $400 to $700 when they first came out, if I remember correctly. And then, of course, you're talking about the maintenance behind it and watching that damn thing explode after maybe the fifth firing of a bullet. That's a very, very distraught moment. I mean, when I seen it happen, it was not a very good thing. I'm like, that's throwing away $400 or $500 or whatever you spend within minutes because you're doing it literally within minutes and the thing is exploding on you.
Yeah, sometimes even seconds, depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
And these Chicago kids have ran into these issues very often because of these FRTs and these switches that they're putting on Glocks. You're causing that slide to, in some cases, after hundreds and hundreds of rounds, carbon buildup inside that slide.
Yep.
And on the rails, and it's going to get hung.
Yeah.
And one of those rounds are going to double feed.
Yep.
That's inevitable.
And what they don't understand about the double feed is the other dangerous thing is that shell casing that's at the bottom that's trying to get out is going to explode. And when it does explode, that's what happens. That explosion is going to come through the spent casing side, and it's going to hit them right in their face. And that's just they don't
it's going to blow the magazine out.
Mess them up.
It's going to blow the action out. It's going to release in your hand. So
that's right. Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people lose fingers. Let's just say that.
Wow. All right, let's on the final one here, the PSA 8K 9mm. What's your verdict and take on it?
It's probably my number 2. Only because it's on an AK platform,
right?
And you just can't beat them out, man. They're simple. They're very few moving parts.
It's
probably, if not my number 1, my number 2.
This is gonna sound kind of foolish, but I gotta say it this way. The first time I seen this was actually when I was playing Call of Duty, and when I seen it, I did the research behind it, and I gotta tell you, man, when I seen the numbers, you know, of course we go with the reviews, how it slides, how it functions, your kickback, your blowback, your how many spent rounds you have in there, and everything was flawless. Nothing but
Dude, yeah.
5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. I'm like,
watch Garand Thumb do a meltdown of this video. He's got one, and he puts well over 10,000 rounds through this gun before it starts to fall apart. And that's in one go. That's mag after mag after mag.
good God.
Yep.
Over 1,000 rounds to me with just straight blowback, that's automatic cleaning.
Yeah, no, he ain't. He's not taking. This gun's on fire when he's done.
Wow.
And it's
I gotta
still
find
shooting.
that video.
Still shooting.
I gotta find that video. I really do.
That's crazy.
Well, that's all my content. I feel kind of left out now.
Hey, I was enjoying the show.
We had the professional come in here and tell me a few things that I even was questioning. Well, goddamn. Well,
it's all good. I mean, like I'm glad he showed up when he showed up. I mean, that was all information that he experienced. That's all his experience right there. As it relates to them, I have never touched not one of those firearms.
Well, I gotta say, I've only had the pleasure of firing 2 of them, and I'm not gonna mention the 2, but I am gonna say I'm not a fan of them because I was, again, like I said before, I'm not a fan of 9mm. So I gotta say,
and if you got your hands on one of those systems that wasn't tuned correctly, man, it could have made for a bad user's experience.
Yeah.
It's possible. I was at a range, and I wanted to try one, and no, I guess it's more for me. I guess my downfall is that it's not powerful enough. Almost like what Ron.
Yeah, he likes that beef in his shoulder. I know.
Right.
I
like to feel that beef in my hand and my wrist. If I could feel that beef in my wrist and my hand, then I know I'm good. I think the bad thing is that
grab you up a 2-inch 500 Smith & Wesson mag.
Shit.
Oh, I shoot them all the time, one-handed.
I've heard about it. I haven't had the pleasure of going to a range and finding somebody, finding a range that has one.
All right, man, come on down.
Woo, that's a sweet one now.
Yeah.
Look, my authorized.
It's all
I may have to claim I got authorized when they put that thing in my hand.
No, it's not that bad at all. The first time I shot it, I was just real ready to go with it, and I braced up with 2 hands, and I laughed. I couldn't quit laughing. It just doesn't have the wrist breaking power that you would think, and people that you see shooting it are very, very incapable individuals in that fashion. They don't know grip placement. They don't know a lot of things.
Right.
And it can look bad if it's not done correctly.
You're right. You're right about that. If you don't
that
mind,
500 can easily be handled by a man that's had a wheel gun in his hand a few times.
Okay.
One-handed, easy.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna do all right because my very first one's an 8-inch, 357 6-shot barrel.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing.
I don't.
If
think
you can shoot 357 and you can do it one-handed, you can do the same with a 500. Same for a 460 rolling.
I've heard about the 460 rollers. I did. I heard about those. Matter of fact, I think we have a gun shop up the road from where I'm at now. I believe they have one there, but they don't have an indoor range though. That's the only bad thing.
Yeah, I like the 460 XVR that Smith & Wesson has. It's a sweet lineup, and I've always been a connoisseur of wheel guns. I just prefer less moving parts, less failures.
Right, facts, true. Now, if I could pick your brain for a moment, just I know Ron's got a ton of questions, but it's like I'm just running like a ransom.
No, you good, Jay. Hey man, honestly,
I'm like that little girl. I'm like that little girl in the corner. Ooh, he's talking my kind of language too. I want to get to know him. Look him over.
What's up, Jacob? Merry Christmas to you too.
Now, when we talk about, because this is something that's very, very important, and I think a lot of people, because even though we talk about weapons, we talk about firearms, talk about bullets, talk about spent casings, all that, we also want to talk about safety, right? And you mentioned something really, really cool there a moment ago, is hand placement, right? So now I've seen it time and time and time again, how the web of a person's index finger and thumb gets ripped to shreds.
Let me get this set up here for you. Fingers interlock.
Go ahead.
Thumb forward. Thumb over top. Squeeze. Thumb over top. Squeeze. Keep elbow unlocked on both sides. Push. Push. Squeeze.
Very well done. Very well done. Very well done. We appreciate that. Now, from your experience and
For
being
everybody but me.
Please explain to everybody the downfall of not doing it that way.
You're gonna have slide by. You're gonna be in pain, and you're not gonna enjoy your experience if you're not placing your hands properly. That's just a part of. It's just a part of the fun. It's just where you should start. Once you have placement mastered, the gun is going to feel like it's a part of you. It's going to be an extension of you. Otherwise, it's going to be a foreign object. You're gonna blink every time you squeeze the trigger. You're going to pull. You're not going to be accurate. There's a lot that comes into play with it, but your experience isn't going to be as enjoyable without correct hand placement.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Now I found when I got my bad, Ron. Go ahead, because
No, he's absolutely right. But the reason why I'm laughing is because, unlike most people, I can't do it. Are you because I'm double jointed in my thumb?
Oh, okay.
All right, so if you see this right here,
don't do that, man.
Right. So what ends up happening is this. You know how you can go like this?
Right.
I can't do that with this thumb. It won't. This right here doesn't bend.
It's not opposable.
Right.
So what ends up happening is what you guys are talking about. I have to actually look where my thumb is at, and I have to lower my hand. But even though it's back there, I have to make sure that I'm down low enough. That's why certain guns I won't buy if it doesn't have enough curvages on the back end of it, because I know I'm gonna have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I had to find a way to make it work for me.
HK VP9 is going to be the most intuitive gun for a user with no thumb ambidextry. So if you want to be able to operate ambidextrous, you still want to be able to use your thumb that's opposable. Get something that's ambidextrous, and the VP9 is the way to go.
I mean, I figured it out for myself how to make it work for me, but okay. I never had to worry about that because I'm nowhere near it. The way that I hold my hand, I'm nowhere near where I have to worry about
getting bit,
cut, or anything like that. That I have never been hit that way. I've never been cut, never once. In all the fire times I've been at the range, I never had to deal with that.
You
I don't
stay
have to
low
worry about it because
you stay low on the back strap.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh?
See, that's the thing. You're gonna have a lot of muzzle flip. The lower you go on the back strap of that frame,
right?
And you're not gonna be what you're not gonna be able to do what you're capable of doing, Ron.
Right.
Without getting as high as you can on that barrel axis.
Right.
It means everything. That's why I advise. What are you shooting exactly, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a Ruger American, and I have a Smith & Wesson Shield.
Shields are intuitive. Is it the third generation, second generation?
I think it's second.
You got adjustable back straps?
Huh?
Do you have adjustable back straps on it?
No.
Yeah.
Now
It's a second generation. Getting as high as you can purchase wise on a handgun is going to be. That's what I would set a new user up starting. That's exactly where I would start. Don't ever buy a firearm that you can't get all the way on. If you can't get tucked into that back strap where that slide is literally, you can feel the wind off of it when it cycles. You're not going to be as accurate as possible. It's just it's not physically, but you can still put some sweet shooting down range
Right.
with some trigger work. But you're not going to be able to get the trigger in your finger where you need it to be in order to break clean every time, and you're not going to be able to mimic it every reload.
Right.
That's what that back strap's for, is for memory. The fatty part of your hand where you're talking about getting slide bit, that mine looks like it has a lot of muscle right there, right in the middle. If you would make that V and get as clean as you can where my nose is at in that V, all the way up on the back of that back strap is where you're gonna be a king. There's no way around it.
Yeah. Oh no.
Now, if I could just say two things real quick, Justin.
Go ahead.
One, I believe that I believe it's the last segment, or the segment before that, Ron, we were talking about the HK, the Heckler and Koch.
Right.
And I think I showed you the one that Justice is talking about, and you had said that it was very similar. I believe you said it looked very similar to the Ruger that you have.
Right.
So I think that's the one he's talking about. Now,
Probably is the VP9.
I believe it was the VP9 because we were talking about it because that was the first one I actually. That's one of my favorites as well, and we were talking about it real briefly about it. And I think because I never knew this about Ron. This the thumb situation. If I was to say he should stay with revolvers that have a hammer, what would you say?
You would be almost spot on with your assumption. He would most certainly be a tack driver with a wheel gun. If he doesn't have that control, which obviously he doesn't, he is going to have amazing trigger control because that's the only part of the system that he is having to learn and maintain to stay on target.
Right.
And it's probably flawless. Wheel guns will make him smile for sure.
Right. And I have to agree with that because, again, I never knew that about Ron. I never knew about his thumb situation. And it's the first time I'm hearing it. And from hearing from it, like Justice said, it's all about that control and the ability to make the weapon or the firearm part of your extension is key when it comes to that web feeling in your hand or that web spot in your hand, because it gives it a sense, even with Justice showing his, that muscle gives a little bit more. If we were to look at it as far as trying to put apples and oranges in a barrel, that little muscle is pushing the apple more forward than the actual orange pushing back towards the muscle.
Exactly.
So that's the purpose of that muscle, to make sure that kickback, in layman's terms, doesn't overextend itself to come back towards your wrist.
Yeah, that's muzzle flip, what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And that muzzle flip will have cushion in that pad.
Right.
The higher you get on that firearm. So the slack in between when you're lower on the grip is gonna be what your muzzle's gonna climb in between that fat and the back strap. You get what I'm saying?
And to make it might be frozen, unless he's like really, really listening to what we're saying.
No, I'm frozen. No,
the other thing behind that is your situation is that when you're firing that kind of pistol, you would almost have to, instead of, I know that you are a connoisseur with zeroing in your sights.
I guarantee you, he's always wondering why he's just a hair high. He's not pulling to the right or the left. He's not over squeezing. He's probably got a good pull, and I guarantee you, he's always just a touch high. Am I wrong?
I'm gonna let him answer. I know what I saw.
Well,
I know what I saw.
right. Let me put it to like what happened is this. Starting out, I was holding the gun right, exactly how you're supposed to do it, and this was in the early stages of me shooting a handgun, and I noticed that I was always hitting further right.
Right, you're pulling,
right,
not squeezing.
So then I just, then I had to get to the point where I just was like, okay, calm yourself down. Recognize where you're making your mistakes at, and stop trying to force it. So then
Squeeze
I made
in
sure
between heartbeats.
Yeah. I made sure that I started making sure that my hand was centered here with the gun first. Before I even started firing, I started practicing just positioning myself, and making sure that I'm centered sight and stuff like that. And then instead of me just pulling the trigger, waiting for that moment, the right moment to pull the trigger when I know I'm on target, instead of just second guessing myself. Then I started getting a little more accurate.
Okay.
I started getting a little more accurate. When I told you about the hand situation, I don't have to shoot it that way. I just wanted to bring that up because I know a lot of people does. It's not that bad.
And I appreciate we're not, Ron. I'm not trying to knock.
No, listen. I wanted to bring that up because I know a lot of people have hand issues,
right?
And a lot of times they're afraid to talk about that,
right?
They have strength issues, hand issues. I have an issue that if I never mentioned it, it's not a strength issue. It's just that my hand, this thumb,
it's not
doesn't bend. It's not normal. Like it's not a normal hand. So you have to almost compensate for stuff that is not exactly. Right. But my point is that over time I've gotten a whole lot better. Now you kind of understand, Jay, why I gravitate more to rifles than I do handguns. Because for me, with a handgun, that's why when I go to the range and I practice more with a handgun, because it requires a lot more out of me, focus-wise, because of the hand issue. Right. Now, from when
you would completely eliminate that with a wheel gun, though.
Yeah, and probably would. I like I said, when I first bought my firearm, I bought it I need a firearm.
Yeah.
Not really digging into the whole situation of what's better for my hand, what's better for this, because honestly, I didn't even think about this when I purchased my first firearm. I need a firearm. Yeah. And that was it. So that's where, I made I'm not going to say a mistake because I like the gun that I have. I'm happy with it. It's works for me. The good thing about that Ruger American I got is that it had the interchangeable grips.
Right.
So when I first got it, I realized that it had 3 different interchangeable grips. I can change the grip to works better with my hand.
Right.
So I was like, okay, because they had one on there. I took that off and I said, okay, well, let me switch it. And then I found the mid grip that actually worked better, that it had a curvature in there that actually worked better for my grip, for me to grip the gun better. And that right there improved just because of the way it felt in my hand.
And not to knock you, Ron. Please understand that I know for sure I'm not knocking you. And the placement concern, that's what I'm going to call it, because it's not a situation, it's a placement concern of your thumb. It really just how you have overcome that to utilize the weapon regardless.
Right.
And
it's actually forced you. It's forced you to have fantastic trigger control.
Right.
Yeah,
so you can't go past that. You just work from that forward.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing the whole time. Whenever I went and I took my handguns with me, I realized that this was going to be a little more harder for me than the average person because of that situation.
Right.
So I had to keep going back, focusing more. Then there was one guy I was there, and I'm watching other people shoot, and then I'm trying to get a little more pointers on how they're shooting and position themselves. And then at some point, it all clicked. Everything started coming together.
Right.
And I realized that I was shooting better. I was a lot more calmer. I wasn't trying to force it. My trigger pull got just so much better. My accurate, my grouping started closing in and closing in and closing in and closing in, and still not great, in my opinion, but it got a whole lot better.
With eye closed,
huh?
You shoot with one eye closed?
Sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I have to figure. Sometimes I'm one eye trying to figure out which eye works the better, and I haven't figured that out yet.
Figure out. Never close both of your eyes. Keep them both open. Always.
No. I do close one eye sometimes, but you know how when you close one eye and you close another eye, whatever it is that you're looking at, there's a slight movement there.
Yeah,
it looks like a slight movement, right? So you just kind of figure out what eye is your strongest.
It's the one eye is only for rifles. Handguns are meant to be fired with both eyes open.
Right.
That's why the push and pull system is it's more instinctive. You don't need to once you perfect that system to close your eyes. If anything, that's limited your capabilities inside of a home,
right?
Inside public spaces,
right?
Anywhere you want to have. I mean, everybody wants to use both their eyes, right?
Right.
So train to keep both eyes open and push that gun from your chest straight out with some slack in your elbows, and just try it. I promise you, it will come naturally after you put a few rounds down range, and it'll surprise you on what it'll do for your accuracy.
Damn, I feel like I'm sitting in the class with an instructor. I tell you, I kid you not.
Hey man, listen. Now, far as like I said, far as the using the muscle memory and all the other stuff, like I said, I have, with me personally, I have to fight around that one issue.
It's not an issue.
It's really not an issue, but
it's a placement concern.
Yeah. No. Jay, what I'm saying is, I only said that because I wanted to bring up the point of how people are reluctant to tell their weaknesses.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. I do place my hand the way it's supposed to be placed, but there have been times where I've had to test it to see what works better for me. But if you look at some of my old videos, you'll see that my hand was placed correctly.
I did. See, with me, I just don't like hearing. I
haven't got to look at any of the old stuff. I've only seen a lot of the practice.
There are videos where I've placed it the other way because I was trying to test for me if it's going, because of the fact that I have a slight difference, what would work better in an accurate situation? Like which way would work where I'm functioning and using the gun better?
Right.
It wasn't that much of a difference. It really wasn't. It wasn't much of it. It didn't make it worse. It didn't make it better. I'm not comfortable with it because I'm worried about that. Even though I'm bringing it down, I'm still worried about there's going to be that one moment where I'm going to forget. That's why I don't do it. But I'm just telling you that.
Yeah. And this only matters for people that's stretching the limits and the capabilities of a cartridge. Inside 50, you're going to be fine, but you're not going to be able to drill a 6-inch plate at 100 yards with a 9mm unless you're exactly where I'm telling you to be.
Right.
And I do it every time. With a 226, I can shoot out to 200 with it and hit and ring still every time.
Oof. Man, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
No, it's the amount of, I've put millions of rounds through firearms of every kind, from 9mm all the way up to 6.5. I've shot 22 Hornets, 22 50s, 30-06s, 308s, 5.56, 458 SOCOM, 460, 500, LR 22s, 17s. I've shot every 303 British. I've shot them all.
Well, I said it before, and I'll say it again, and I will
what
not
having your
stop
shots? I know.
Yeah. Use the same technique for your water gun, Aaliyah.
I'm just gonna say, I thank you. I'm sitting here listening to a connoisseur of weapons, and I'm flabbergasted. I'm excited.
It's funny because when of course, Justin, I didn't really know you, but there was times you came in the chat and stuff like that, and I had that strong feeling that this guy is not he's top level experience when it comes to firearm. I can tell by the way the stuff that you were saying in the chat and stuff like that. So my thing is this. That's why I'm glad that you finally got a chance to make it to the show, man. And I hope you do. I know you got a life you got to live, and do what you do, man. But you know, this right here is, that's your gift, man. Like you good at, this information. You know it way better than I know it. You got a lot. You got a lot under your belt, and this is the reason
I
why.
can strip everything on that wall behind him in seconds and have it back together. Carbon free.
I'm gonna ask this stupid ass question then. If you can take it apart, can you take it apart?
My thing is this, man. I'm glad you came to the show, man. I'm glad you was able to make it in, man. This is where this is where I had the feeling that you was that that you had a lot more in-depth information. Listen, at the end of the day, for me personally, and I do have a lot of experience, but I don't have the years. I don't have the experience with a lot of different guns. I have experience with my guns. I don't rent guns when I go to the firearm place. I shoot what I own. I don't step outside the box. I only mess with the stuff. And when I go buy something, it goes in the range with me. That's what I shoot with. So outside of what I own, I've never shot anything.
Technically, you should test every single moment with your own, because it is an extension of you.
Yeah.
So that's first and foremost.
I've always trained on the 5-gun rule. 5 guns should cover every part of your system. You need something in close quarters combat that you can keep concealed or not. So whatever your choice is of caliber that you can function well. I'm a diehard 45 ACP guy. But so a pistol, a small rimfire cartridge rifle with capability, anything over 18 to 20 inches. I would prefer a CZ 457 Pro Varmint. Then you would step it up to what I would call more human stopping power. Or let's not say that. Let's say
big game.
Let's say what the military uses. 5.56 is a great intermediate cartridge. And is it even legal? Probably wasn't. So 5.56 is going to be your intermediate high power cartridge. That's not full bore. It's still small, light, and nimble. You can carry a lot. Then you need the most capable platform in being a shotgun. Shotguns use so many different kinds of cartridges. You can get buck, you can get bird, you can get ball, you can get sabot, you can get flechette, you can get ball and chain, you can get fire.
Yeah.
You can get anything in a 12.
Right.
And then your number 5 should be a 30 caliber carbine of whatever your preference. I prefer 308 or bigger, and semi-automatic. Now you see that I left out the bolt. If I was to go on a 6-gun rule, I would have something 30, a heavy 30 for a bolt, but I don't perceive needing to reach out in that kind of situation where you would be using these as a necessity. You get what I mean? After all the weight is going to come into play,
Right.
And all 5 of those that I named are going to make you very capable within 500 with some use.
I agree with that. Now, Justice, I gotta ask this question because as you see on the screen,
That's a USP 45. I've got 2 of them.
Okay, what's your take on this, brother?
It's the most clean, aesthetically pleasing, beautiful shooting firearm available on the market. Heckler and Koch has really, really brought some intuitive platforms to the market, and they will continue doing so. They're German engineers, and they are top notch at what they do. The only one better has passed, Klishnikov. Salute. That platform has been very, very, very life-changing, world-changing. So I'm really strong on my German engineering with firearms, with dogs, with vehicles. They're just more advanced than we are. So,
Well, that HK45 is my baby as well. And when we speak German engineer, my Roddy is German. So I understand.
It's black and brown.
Yeah.
It's German.
So that's definitely 2 things that I'm glad, because the only other Americanized 45 that I had so much pleasure with was the 1911. And I had so much pleasure with that one to the point where I didn't want to use it anymore because it was nostalgic to me.
It's a showpiece, man. It's a showpiece.
Exactly. So I had
you're
to find
limited on rounds too.
Yes. So I had to find something that's just as nice.
High capacity.
And that's what I found. I found that HK45 just straight, very similar. With, of course, more rounds.
You made the best move available on the market, sir.
I had, and I tried a few. And I found that one to be the best for me. And not to let anybody know that we're missing any questions, but Chopper, to your question, I personally believe that you should get a Smith & Wesson 380 or a Heckler Koch 308.
No, Sig P238.
Really?
Sig P238. I showed you, man. It's the most reliable 380 platform available on the market by far. Kimber makes a lot of good stuff too, but Sig is, man, they came a really long way. The military's using them, the police are using them. All this bull snot that you hear with the 320 is
that's exactly what I was gonna hit you with. The 320.
Nah, man, ain't no gun gonna go off until you squeeze the trigger, bro.
All right. Okay.
If you throw it down on the firing pin, you throw it down. That's different, man. You can make you can simulate anything.
Okay. Okay.
But
I'm gonna have to try that out because that was one of the reasons why I don't vote for SIG because of that. Again, all it takes is for one instance for me, and it messes up that line.
I know. I understand it. I understand it completely. So, and I can also tell you that I have well over 100,000 rounds through a 226 and haven't even changed the barrel yet.
No, stop. A 226?
Yeah, 226 Legion.
How? Okay, now it's been a long time since I've seen one and handled one. How did you work? I'm surprised that you was able to put that much through without.
I've still got rifling. I've still got rifling. I've still got breech cap. I've still got everything. The firearm is
Wait,
flawless.
how you? Wait. How you? I'm curious. You hit a spot where I mean, I've done the research on it. 150 is max, and you did 2.
No, man. No,
I'm trying
research isn't boots on the ground or
Well, this
lead
is
down.
true. Now he said laying down. Now you're in a
Um,
whole different ball game now.
I am Aaliyah Key asked the question. Statement in question, kind of. I'm terrified of guns. Should I go to the range? She's saying it to me, but I think this is a question for any one of us.
Is she terrified of a drill?
Huh?
She's never. I could tell you, she's never experienced that.
They work the same way, and a lot of people have firearms. Misuse of firearms have put a lot of fear in a lot of people's hearts that just shouldn't have had the capability or been in a place where they could function a firearm. They are intuitive to the user.
Right.
What you're willing to put into the capabilities is what you're going to get out of it.
Right.
As long as you use range safety, I advise everyone to go and speak with a range about what would be best for you.
Right.
There's.
If I could just jump in real quick, Justice, I strongly suggest that if she's serious, okay, if Chopper, I'm Aaliyah K, Chop, aka Chopper. If she's serious about owning a firearm, I would strongly suggest that she takes a minimum of 3 classes.
Tree hugger.
You could be a tree hugger.
You don't have to ever hurt anyone.
Exactly.
Firearms aren't designed to hurt people.
No,
They're designed to protect people.
That's correct.
Protection is only as far as you can throw it, and bullets go a long way. So, the only freedom seeds are the way to be, even if you don't have them in your wallet or the place to be. Is the way that I've always went about it. If you don't keep protection in this fashion, the longest extension of your arm available is what I would advise, and make sure that you've got a good swinger on you.
Even with that, unfortunately, this time and age, because I got to be honest, I just watched in the past week. I watched 2 devastating videos. I watched one video of a police officer almost getting unalive in a Walmart from Canton, Ohio. That's the one I actually was going to talk to Ant Like the Bug, because he's supposed to be up that one. And the other one I watched where these guys dressed up as UPS drivers and went to a house and unalived every adult in the house and left the kids in the house by themselves. So when we talk about protection of the home, okay, Chopper, you're in Canton, so you might have heard about that young man that his name is Sean, that tried to unalive a police officer inside the Walmart, and the gun jammed on him. And because the gun jammed on him was the only reason why
he didn't know how to tap, rack, and boom.
No, he did. It's just it wasn't meant for that police officer to lose his life. That's what it was.
Or he wasn't fast enough. One of the two.
No, that kid knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing. The only thing is that I think what there's 2 things. He probably never had cleaned it, and he had the jam in it.
Did he tap rack?
And he tapped rack.
Okay.
I could clack. Once he went clack, he didn't fully. I guess he fully didn't rack it, and that's where he messed up. He didn't fully rack it. He partially racked it, and the 2 rounds hit. So he had double jackets inside the chamber, which is what messed him up. Luckily, the manager of loss prevention, I want to say, is either former military or present military, based off how he was wearing his tie class. I know as a Marine, we wore it a specific way. So I looked at his tie class. So I'm guessing he was a Marine. He jumped on him very quickly, which also allowed the police officer to intervene. But if it would have been if he would have, I think if he fully would have lodged correctly, that police officer would have been dead. But the reason why I'm talking about this now is, like Justin said, you know, having a firearm in the house is definitely an extension of you and much more safer because you don't know the intention of the person coming in, right? So
And a bat can't see through walls. Bullets
exactly, exactly. And then one of the other weird things, or rather one of the messed up things, is that while I was in the state of New Jersey for several years, I dealt very strongly with a lot of law enforcement from all spectrums. And in the state of Jersey, law enforcement officers are held at a point where they cannot use their firearm inside their home when an intruder comes in, which is totally wrong. So at a conference that I had went to at one time, I had advised them. I said, well, if an intruder comes into the home where there's a law enforcement officer and he has his weapons and his family's home, shoot the intruder in the foot. Because that way,
I prefer this inside the home myself.
well, that's nice. Yet, if the intruder,
it's a lot cleaner. You don't have to worry about your kids in the next room. As long as you know where the advantage is, you can take advantage of it with that.
yet here's I'm going to ask you this question. I love a Bowie, okay, and I have a K-bar. So, from experience, I can tell you like this: I would prefer to have a firearm over the Bowie or a K-bar 10 times over.
No, not me. Not inside a home.
I do.
Not me. I move like a mouse, and I'm going to be on the ground at the top of the stairs. So as soon as you break the top of those stairs, you're going to see it coming into your face.
Well, you see, the gracious thing, and I appreciate that information, and I congratulate you on that.
You run scenarios in your house, Justice?
Let's just say I've ran scenarios all over the country.
Okay.
And I've been in every situation that you could advise. There's clean ways to be, and there's unclean ways to be. When people are functioning firearms in a house, they're functioning at a chest height, and they're going to be clearing at a chest height. You're not going to up down a firearm, clearing a room. You're not going to come through a door, clearing a room. I'm going to see that barrel no matter where you go, and I'm going to have access to it before you have access to the sights and pointing at me. Right. That's just a fact. I've proven it in many different occasions and taken many firearms from many people before they've had the time to discharge it. Guns aren't the best inside of a home with someone that has skill and is capable.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Justice. I'm going to agree with you 90%. The reason why I'm going to agree with you 90% is because the other 10% is going to be part of me. Because when I clear a room, like you said, I'm not looking chest high. I'm not looking shoulder high. I'm looking shin height and up. I'm not scanning horizontally.
But you're still gonna have to enter that. You're still gonna have to enter that room with a muzzle before that you can get clear on it. And I'm gonna hear the door. I'm gonna see the firearm, and I'm gonna have access to you far before that you would. I have offered this to many people, and I put $1 million to your box of donuts on it. That there's not a house that you could put me in, blindfolded or not, that I couldn't take your firearm before you had a knife to your throat.
Okay, and I'm going to congratulate you on that one. Yet I'm going to have to unfortunately disagree with you on that. As gentlemen that we are, we're going to disagree to agree because of this one factor. What you speak of is true. And when you come across a person that understands that, like myself, because I've done many drills and I've been part of many drills before.
CQB, you had to if you were in the Marines.
Then I don't have to say anything else because I'm not.
It's enough. You have. There's no force that has been offered in any situation that I have up to 5 bodies that wasn't easily taken care of with a blade.
Okay.
Even all 5 of those bodies with firearms. If you have a home with over 4 or 5 90-degree turns in it, you can really close the gap in all of them, and do it twice as fast with a knife as you can a
You
fire.
know, as Justice just said, that is one of the things when I think our very first episode or segment that we talked about was clearing of a home. And that's where I totally disagree with folks that think they know what they're doing when they actually walk down the hallway and turn into their kitchens. That's the 90 degrees that they fail to understand. That's where their flaw is at. And unfortunately, that's where the mistake is with a lot of people. So depending on your home, it really depends on how you navigate through your home with 45-degree angles. If you have a 45-degree angle home and you live in a place that is prone to the possibility of someone coming in, you got to find a way to make sure that 45-degree angle becomes nothing but all sight for you.
Yeah, and architects don't design that. That is a personal design, and it is taking the flaw out of a home. But 60s and 90s are 90% of what Americans have inside of their home. It's a harsh V, and you can't clear it. You have to be behind that barrel, and by the time it breaks a corner, you've already offered, hey, somebody's on it, somebody's here. You've given me time to get behind something, and to be real sneaky, real quiet, and real fast at the same time.
Right. And the only other thing that I can say that would combat that is a dog.
Yeah, I always have a
dog is going to sense that way before we do. So the moment
they'll fix the problem before it even happens.
Exactly. And all you got to do is come over and finish it. So yeah. So if we talk about weapons in home,
I have met Terran Tactical. I worked with him doing drills. I didn't get a chance to meet Sir Reeves.
Okay.
But I have worked with a few others out of that place.
Okay. Well, congratulations. That's.
I met him at SHOT Show 2010.
Look, I can tell you like this. That is, I would not be able to disagree with anything you say moving forward. Honestly, after that statement, honestly, I'm not able.
He is a top dog in what he does, and that isn't movies. That is Keanu doing what he does best.
Right.
So anyone could argue with it, but facts are always going to be exactly that. So, if you've seen his blade work, you've seen how it goes, man.
I've seen that. There's only one other person, Doug Al-Qaeda. I know I'm pronouncing his last name wrong. Al-Qaeda.
He said I got a Yorkie named Teacup.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do you no good. You might as well just leave it in the teacup.
Yeah, just leave that thing.
Doug Al-Qaeda is a very popular, not popular, but a very influential bladesman.
Yeah, he's a martial arts blade coach, and he uses a karambit.
Yes.
In a reverse grip.
Yes.
I've also met him.
So, again, justice, hands down, because again, you're speaking, and I can attest to what you're speaking of is actually true, because I didn't even mention the weapon of his choice, and you sure did. And surprisingly, I'm at a loss for words right now, because it's almost like I'm listening to the instructor that instructed me. So I cannot say anything. I'm shocked. I'm just not.
I like a karambit. I just don't like the closed reverse.
Okay.
I was trained opposite. It is a beautiful form, but there's a lot of martial arts that go into using it, and it's a long time to develop. I've been working on it for a long time, just to say that I have, and I still prefer what's taught in the service. And that's 8 inches or better, blade forward. The only time that you go closed and reverse is when you're wrapped up.
That's right. that is 100% factual right there.
So,
Ron, I apologize.
No, y'all good. Y'all good. When you said about the knife situation, when you said about clearing the room, you rather clear a room with a knife, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Now, I'm in my head. This is just me thinking in my head, and I kind of get what you're saying. As far as you'll be able to get to the person faster, quicker, and stuff like that.
Without offering any part of my body available to that muzzle before.
Right. I'm not really referring to you personally. I'm just thinking in my head that may work for you.
Sure.
So I'm going to assume that you keep you jog, you work out to some level,
trained.
Right. And so the reason why I brought that up, because somebody might be thinking, oh yeah, I could just clear room.
Oh no.
Right.
No.
So
do
for
not
those
try
that are still
what
on,
I do. Yeah.
for those that are watching, the point that I was trying to make is that, again, the other factors outside of him just clearing room with a knife is that you gotta be a certain level of health. You gotta be a certain level of strength. You gotta be a person that run, jog, work out, stuff like that. Because if you gotta run up some steps and you out of wind, you winded.
You gotta be able to do
350 pounds,
in 2 seconds.
and you're not carrying that weight. All of those dynamics changes.
This is true. Like a person like myself, 300 fat pounds.
That I'm trying to make.
I ain't running up no stairs.
When he says he can, he is saying he can. He's not saying everybody can.
Exactly.
He's saying he can. So I just want to make it clear that don't go picking up and say, well, I'm going to defend my home with a knife. There's other factors that we did not get into.
No.
That changes those
dynamics.
Firearm is always going to be best. You're going to run into very few guys like me in the world. So, train hard, spin lots of brass, shoot jackets, and that's all. I don't see. This is years in the development, and it continues to this day. I'm a young man. I'm only 35, so before and after.
We got a 35 years over here talking, training senior citizens.
Look here now. And I'm sitting here and I'm welcoming every ounce of
I know, man. I love it, man. Honestly, just you don't realize I'm quiet because I'm consuming. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I'm very quiet. When someone's talking to something, and I'm like, okay, I love experience. I love someone else's experience, and I love it when I know somebody and they know what they're talking about. Right. And I can go from being a teacher to the student real quick. And right now, I'm a student. I'm just like, oh man, that
makes two of us.
He's talking on the level.
I respect that, man.
And so that's me, understanding that I'm in the room with a teacher, and I need to become a student because there's information this brother is talking about. Even I have never came across, nor even a lot of stuff I haven't even thought about. Now, of course, guns are different. Guns have different functionalities, qualities, things like that. I get that. I don't, like I told you before, I shoot what I have. I don't go to the range and rent this, try that. I just, whatever I own, that's what I use. That's what I train with. That's what I use. But, like I said, like I appreciate you, man. Like you know.
Yeah, it's all love, y'all. That's why
I can tell you live that life. Like, and I'm not talking about street life. I'm talking about, somebody that's really serious about their craft.
I've had the opportunity to steer a lot of great individuals in the right direction in these areas, and I enjoy my work, my full time and my part time. So.
Well, Justice,
it's
I gotta say like this. and I apologize for interrupting you there, brother. I really did appreciate all the information you shared with us. And I am humbled in such a way to know that I can still be taught at my old fat ass age something different.
Nah, man, don't talk like that about yourself.
No, brother. No,
You're
brother.
a beautiful human being. You're exactly how
No,
God
brother.
made you.
Look. I've always been a career student. Okay, I've always been a career student, and I love to learn. Okay, there are things that you have mentioned that I was surprised with. Okay, I've done a lot of research, and I've done a lot of things myself. I've done a lot of shooting. I've looked into things, and there was still a lot of things I never knew. And there's some information that you put out there that really shocked the shit out of me. That a person, and I honestly say, do not take this the wrong way. Take this the right way. A person of your age with that much knowledge is fucking dangerous. Okay, straight up. You
In a
are,
good way.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Take it as a good thing.
Ron.
Because you are fucking dangerous to society.
I don't get out the house much.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna throw this out there. Ron talks about government tyranny. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be getting a phone call from me, and I'm gonna hire you.
The world is suffering from tyrants right now, and it's a horrible thing. But I've seen foreign governments collapse, and I've seen how it happens. And boots on the ground with strong backs and strong minds are always going to be the way to be. Train that before you jump behind a firearm, and you will be holding the key for your success.
Yep.
Well, that's true. That's true. And unfortunately, I have to disagree with the boots on the ground concept, because there are times, and I speak from experience, you can be boots on the ground and being a police, and you understand what I mean by being police?
Yeah. They don't.
In a country where you're not supposed to be, and be looked at the wrong way, and expect.
Usually you leave that to guys like me that can blend.
Look, all right, Mr. CIA operative, that's gonna be your new nickname.
No, man, we don't do that. Ain't no 3-letter words in this love.
Yeah, again, like you said, if you look at history wise, you know what I mean, and that's the one thing I've always been adamant about, is that a lot of times, and me growing up in the city of Philadelphia, and growing up in an area where firearms have been taboo, as if you're not, you understand what I'm saying,
yeah.
And then you get everybody has that wrong picture. The people that on the streets doing what they're doing is because they learned from other people on the streets doing what they're doing. And until they come across a guy like me, a guy like you, who understands why we have firearms, the real reason why we have them, understand the real purpose behind having them, and the respect behind having them, you pull yourself away from that. You don't want no parts of that type of lifestyle. That's not what you don't even think that way.
Gun
and when you
what
see it,
the man respect.
Right.
It's got to be the respect from the man.
Right.
Then it comes together. There's a lot of confusion in the world, and people think that loud boom and that taking of a life is respect, and it's so far from that.
Right.
So far from that.
Right. And so
right.
from it takes people like myself, Jay, you, to sometimes try to educate that type of generation, because listen, I know firsthand that guns can be the most exciting, fun thing you can ever do in a safe situation, meaning that range with your buddies out there at the range, enjoying yourself. In your case, I know you do some hunting and stuff like that, and whatever case, there's so many ways you can enjoy a gun, enjoy having firearms, and in so many ways, as opposed to seeing what you see on the streets and the recklessness of it. It gets under your skin, because full well that is not the purpose behind having it. Of course, you can't take you unfortunately live in a world there's always going to be bad guys.
Right.
I mean, and I always say this: there is nothing. I said a good guy with a gun is like a police officer with a gun. A good guy's going to do the right thing, and
Right.
if he's in this, if he comes up in a situation where someone's been ready to be victimized, having a good guy with a gun, knife, or whatever it is, a weapon, whatever that weapon may be, is always going to protect the innocent because he's a good guy. They're not out there trying to hurt nobody. They're not out there trying to rob and steal and take. They don't think that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in the moment if someone else does, I always say this: when someone's decided to do something bad, I don't want it to be fair for them. I don't want it to be fair because
I
you've
agree.
already
Nope.
decided the moment.
You've
when you
already
decided
broke the
to do-
rules.
Huh?
That you've already broke the rules.
Right. You already
right.
broke the rules. And once you broke the rules, I don't want it to be fair. I want it to be 50 on 1 if it's 50 on 1. That's what that's how, because I want you to learn firsthand, and anyone else that have those thoughts, that this is what's going to happen to you if you decide to do the wrong thing. You're breaking the rules.
You got it.
Right.
My thing is
I agree.
this is the reason why I try to do stuff like this, and I talk this way, and I try to educate as much as I can. Especially people that are from inner cities, because a lot of times they get the wrong message.
Yeah.
And they need guys like myself, like Jay, and you yourself, and all these other people that know the right way about this and what this really thing about, man. Because at the end of the day, here's the thing: if the government was to decide, you know what, we're going to go tyrannical, you're going to wish that you had guys like you, that you knew guys like you, myself, Jay, because they're not going to be fair about it.
No,
They're not.
quick.
Right.
And
Be easy.
the only thing that keeps America from that happening is because we have armed citizens, and plenty
Right.
of them. And the ones that they don't brag about what they have, they don't talk about what they have, but they're ready in the moment. You get what I'm saying? And if these
Okay.
politicians didn't know that internally, that's why they only go but so far, because they already know that at some point, America is not like any other country. They're not going to just sit back and stand for what it is. And that is the reason why they're always trying to find slick ways of disarming. And they'll put it into little slick laws. They'll put in the slick little rules. And that's why I say you can never give them an inch lawfully, because if you give them an inch, they're going to try to take more than a mile.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
and
right.
that's where we have to be careful at. But man, I appreciate your time, bro.
No,
You
I
know, this
appreciate
show is your
y'all,
show,
man. I'm
bro.
glad I could get on here.
Anytime you can make, I know you're a busy man, but anytime you can make it in, this show is your show. You're welcome. This is part of your channel, man. As much as you can, whenever you can. When you got time, pop in, man. We appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? You're part of the Fracas show. We know that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
All love, man. Anywhere I
Oh,
can
man.
be, y'all are good people.
Yeah.
Advising good things, teaching, learning is always something that I've been a part of.
Oh,
So
okay. That's what's up, man.
I support it to the fullest.
Well, before
Hold
we
up,
go,
what-
Ron, I wanted to show
hold on
you
one
this here.
He's got
Okay.
an Abrams in the background.
When
Is that outside
I
your house,
found
Jay?
if I had the chance to get it there, I would. But this is down the road from me, and I'm trying to
Okay.
find a way that they can bring it to my house. Because I tell you, when government tyranny starts, I want them to see this in my front yard.
Yeah, that'd be a great deterrent.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even need a live load in that barrel. You could just run it through somebody's house. Spin the
Exactly.
turret.
I mean, you got to be a real bad mother sucker, boy, to come into my home and think you
First
want
of
to
all,
get
if I
away
ride
with
by
it.
somebody's house and that's outside, I don't even want to know what else you got.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on going.
Keep on going. nah,
That's
man.
That was in front of somebody else's.
I'm not even
in
walking on
somebody's
your
land.
lawn because I already know what's under them ground. I'm not even gonna try to go on your lawn because now I don't.
Yeah, you done messed up.
That joke was sitting. They even had that was sitting in front of somebody's land. Okay,
Yeah, he
Wow.
owns it. They sell
and
them.
I was like, okay.
Huh?
I
They
said,
sell
can
them.
can I get
Who's
close
selling?
enough? Sure,
The
go
government.
ahead, get close enough. Don't
The
get any
government
further
selling?
in the front though.
Yeah, you can buy them.
And they functional?
They're
Yeah.
they're functional.
How much?
I don't know
Two
that
and a
answer, but
half.
I will definitely want to find out.
Huh?
I'll
Two
find
and a
out
half.
for you.
Million.
I don't think it's that much.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
want
lot.
something live and you want something that moves.
Well, live, yeah, live. But I mean, if you could just get
that Abrams
one,
right there wouldn't go for any less than $1 million.
that's not what he paid for it though.
He probably got it secondary.
Probably.
It's certainly pre-80s.
Oh yeah, definitely,
So
definitely.
Justice, you was trying to buy you a tank, man. You seem to know a lot about these.
Wait. Time out.
Quit laughing, man.
Time out.
You want to go half? No.
Did you catch he didn't have no air coming out his mouth when you said you were trying to buy one? Look here. We seen his land.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that
Something's coming out the ground.
somewhere around that 30-foot pond with them fish in it.
You mean what's under that pond?
Well, not what's under the pond. What's on the other side of where them damn donkeys are. I think it was mini horses he had, if I remember.
I know you saw my containers.
I know what to look for.
Yeah, I know you do.
It's a beautiful thing, man. But yeah, we
I would
appreciate
say,
it, man. Appreciate it.
When he said
I
come
really
visit, I said I ain't visiting him. Mm-mm. I don't want to trip over something and be like in that movie Sisu. How many did you have out there? All of them. Nah.
For those that are still on the live, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all come in Sunday at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, because we have the Fracker Show going on. And believe me when I tell you, you don't want to miss the Fracker Show, because that is the funniest show on earth. I don't care what nobody say. I'll argue with y'all that to the ground. Can't get no better than the Fracker.
It's all smiles and good fun.
We be having a ball. We have fun. But just make sure you guys come in Sunday and check out the Fracker Show. This was a good show, man. No longer than we normally go, but I'm glad, and it kept me alive, kept me waking up, and I'm glad we got a chance to knock this out. And beautiful thing, man. Appreciate you, Justice, man.
It's all really love, good. Bro. It's all love.
Yes,
no
Justice.
Needed. Glad I can be of assistance.
No, it's cool, bro.
I thank you very much, brother. I thank you very much, and I appreciate you. That knowledge, again, take it in a good way. You're dangerous to society because of the knowledge that you have makes you dangerous. Okay, not in a bad way, in a good way. Because they always, when I was growing up, they always said knowledge is the most crucial thing that you can have in life. You become the most dangerous person because you have the knowledge. That's what you are.
Faith is what made me strong.
Appreciate you.
My faith is what made me strong and made everything else able. It's all
level-headed. Your faith keep you level-headed. My faith keeps me level-headed, and my donuts keep me motivated.
It's good seeing you guys, man.
And same here, man.
Hopefully, I can get
time.
Have a good one, man. Appreciate
y'all. Y'all have a good one.
When we get ready to get up out of here, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We out of here. Peace. Check out this 30-second video. Make sure y'all get y'all top to bottom life care. Something like that.
And don't forget to use Ron's opinion discount code of OG Network 26 for 15% off your top to bottom products. Okay? Don't forget. OG Network 26 promo code when you make your purchase. 15% off your purchase.
$35 and up. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. We out of here. Peace. Check out the commercial.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem. We got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.